very easy. Uncle, Pete Pearson, who was a coach at Tuscaloosa High School
Yeah.
and very active in the city of Tuscaloosa. When he was a student at the University of Alabama, he worked in the athletic department. And so he had um, ongoing connections. So when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I was visiting with him in Tuscaloosa, and he took me over to a football practice. Coach Bryant had just come back to the university, having coached at Texas A&M, and I had the privilege to meet some of the players. I met Pat Trammell, Billy Neighbors, Mike Crockey, uh, some of those players that went on to be a part of the 1961 national championship team.
Yeah.
And I was hooked. I was a Crimson Tider for I'd shaken their hands, and that was something pretty amazing. So I wanted to be a broadcaster, a sports journalist. And I went to the university with the idea of doing that. So I was a journalism major when I started at the University of Alabama. I wound up being a journalism minor, an education major, but I always had a desire to be a broadcaster. When I was a student at the University of Alabama, used to host the state high school basketball championships at the Coliseum, and I would get to be the person at the microphone during the day games.
Wow.
So that was a real special. I just get to say basket by so and so from Colbert County or something, and so I would watch those. But that was kind of the where I peaked.
You played high school basketball at Fairfield High School in Birmingham, and then you went to Alabama on an athletic scholarship, not as a player, but as a student manager. How did you come about to get that opportunity?
Well, it's the third question and third time I'm going to use the name of Pete Pearson. So, Pete introduced me to Coach Newton when I got to campus, and I told him that I wanted to work with the athletic department, and so he invited me to come and to work with the basketball team.
Okay.
And at the time, there were three freshmen. I was including myself, and at the end of the year, Coach Newton decided to keep one of us, and I was the fortunate one that was allowed to stay on. But we had a close working relationship in the athletic department among all the student workers, managers in the basketball team, managers of the football team, some of the trainers, people that work in the sports information department, which I had the privilege of doing with Kirk McNair and Charlie Thornton as well. But and we would cross over and help each other. So I worked with Finest Gaston and Kirk Wood over on the football side, and sometimes they would come over and work with us on the basketball side. Mostly Ben Charette and myself as the people working with Coach Newton on the basketball side of things. So it was an incredible privilege. I worked with them for 4 years and got to I lived in the Coliseum, got to eat my meals at Bryant Hall, and players on both football and basketball teams pretty well.